Videos in this section, we'll be using them directly and indirectly in quite a few places. So pretty much all the places when you're learning chemistry. So if it is not making sense or if you feel it's too dry, you have to give it some time. As in when you apply it, it will make more sense. Okay guys, so let's start off with a very fundamental question. What is everything made up of? Yes, atoms. But what are atoms made up of? Right? Protons, neutrons and electrons. Now, given an atom, how are protons and neutrons and electrons placed? Correct. Protons and neutrons are at the center, while the electrons move around in a specific region called as orbitals. So here, the first keyword is orbitals. Okay, take a pause, have a look. Right, got the idea of what is an orbital? Now, how many naturally occurring types of atoms exist that we know of? 94. In our periodic table, we'll see 118 unique elements. Naturally occurring are 94. What makes one electron element or atom different from the other? Yes, number of protons, also known as atomic number. Okay guys, again, what do we have? We have an atom made up of proton, neutron and electron. Proton are positively charged, neutron are neutral and electrons are negatively charged. This I'm sure you guys know of. Right? So given an atom, when you're looking at an atom, what is that we have to look at to decide what kind of atom it is? How do you differentiate one atom from the other? By looking at the number of protons. And that number, that count is given a name, special name, it is known as atomic number, as simple as that. Okay. A bicycle has 2 wheels, tricycle has 3 wheels, so on and so forth. So the name bicycle, tricycle. Bi means 2, tri means 3. In the same way, by looking at the number of protons, you decide what kind of atom it is. Got it guys? So number of proton, aka number of atomic number. Sorry, not aka. It's another name to it is atomic number. Do elements have specific names? And the answer is yes. Elements have name based on its property, place that is it was found, based on some, might be based on scientist, basically the person who discovered it also, or it can be a myth based on some mythology, history, or not exactly history, some story. So it can be a Latin or a Greek word. IUPAC, those set of people, scientists, basically, that's a group. You guys can web search what is that stands for. They decide on the name. Are there more fundamental aspects of atoms that we should be aware of other than that it contains proton, neutrons and electron? Yes. Atoms of element always have the same number of proton, but they can vary the neutron and electron. This is something that we have to be aware of. That's why we count the number of protons. That's why we don't go with the number of electrons, because electrons can go, come in and all of that. If you guys know the idea of, if you have an idea of what is an ion and all of that, or if you have done that experiment wherein you rub your scale against your hair and you get it near a paper and all of this, there too we observe this aspect. Atoms can neither be created nor destroyed in the ordinary chemical reactions. We express the charges of atom and subatomic particle relative to the electron, right? 1 electron, 2 electron, things like that. Because the charge of an electron and a proton, they're close. Since atoms contain an equal number of electron and proton, they pose no net electrical charge. So 1 electron and 1 proton will cancel each other because the charges are quite similar. The stability of an atom rises from the electrostatic force of attraction between negative charge electron and positive charge proton located in the nucleus. This last line might not make sense as of now, but you will understand this in time.